week's Leadershipisation, all things leadership. Today we're going to have a conversation about leadership, about communication, and with some mental fitness thrown in there as well. My name is Beth Bergen. I'm a #1 best-selling international author, and I'm also an internationally awarded leadership and communication coach. I'm here every Tuesday from 1 p.m. Australian Eastern Standard Time, live. So you can either join me live, or what you can do is join me to watch the replay afterwards. Whatever suits you best is fine with me. So we've been talking a lot about confidence over the last couple of weeks. We've talked about how important it is to be confident and how important having that confidence is in the way that you come across to your team. And so we've looked at a number of different aspects. And what I wanted to remind you about was that really our confidence comes down to three key things, or our confidence can be measured by others through three key things. The first one is the words that we use. The second one is the tone of voice, or the way we use our voice. And the third one is our body language. Now, any of these things, if they're a little bit off, they can create the wrong impression. So often my coaching clients say to me, what is it that I need to do? What are some simple things that I can do so I appear to be more confident than I might actually be feeling? Well, the key thing here is your body language, because our body language conveys more than 50% of the message that we're trying to send. More than 50% comes down to our body language. So in order for you to build your confidence, there are some simple tricks that we can start with. These are really simple things, but I know that they will make a huge impact for you if you're prepared to commit to doing them often and deliberately. Okay, let's have a look at what these are. The first one is this. It's what's called a power stance. Now, you might recognize this from a superhero like Superman or Wonder Woman or someone like that. And this is all about standing tall. Standing tall, shoulders back, chest up, chest out. Put your hands on your hips. Make sure that your feet are apart and as wide or about the same width as your shoulders is good. Breathe in, breathe out really deeply. Put that chest out. Now, when we do this, we take up more space. Like if I move forward, just like that, if I move forward so that I'm up and back, immediately I'm taking up more space on your screen. So take up more space. Now, obviously, it's not going to always come over really well if you're standing there, hands on hips, chest out, shoulders back, kind of looking a little bit ready for action. Maybe for some people coming across as a little bit aggressive, that potentially is overusing it. But I love the studies of a sociologist called Amy Cuddy, and she's got a fantastic TED Talk, and she talks about the benefit of taking up that more space, but also the benefit of that full-on power stance and doing that for a few moments before you go into a challenging conversation or before you go into a situation where you're going to be required to be much more confident than perhaps you're feeling. So have a look at her work, Amy Cuddy, check it out in her TED Talk, but definitely practice that. Shoulders out, the shoulders back rather, chest out, hands on your hips, the power stance, few deep breaths in and out, and you'll be amazed at how you experience that shift in your own confidence. And remember, we're looking at those simple things that are going to be beneficial for you. So that's the first one. The second one is this one: eye contact. Eye contact. This isn't staring. This isn't, I'm going to see what I can do to stare you out so that I can be confidently a winner. Eye contact is crucial in our engagement with other human beings. It's really crucial. What it shows is that you're sincere, that you are confident, that you're interested in how they're receiving your message, and that you're paying attention. It's crucial that you demonstrate that you have that connection, that you are interested, and that you look at people. Now, obviously, if you're in a one-on-one conversation, you're going to look at them more often. If you're talking to a group of people, what's really important, we've talked about this before, look around and establish that eye contact and that connection with people. You've got this. So that's two. The third one is this one: adopting an open posture. What that shows is that you're receptive, you're approachable, you're engaged. And this is about having your hands, uncrossed, having an open body, not sitting with your arms crossed and not having, things in the way and covering up your mouth or whatever you might be doing to your face. It demonstrates that your body is straight, you're not hunched over, you're not apologizing for yourself. So it's not about crossing arms and leaning back with this look on your face as if to say, yeah, what are you trying to tell me now? It's not that. It's having that open body. Now, one of the things that our body will do when we're nervous is it will naturally just start to curl up on itself. It will just naturally start to curl up. It just protects us. And often it's our shoulders that come forward first. It's kind of like, our neck sits back in, our shoulders come in, and our arms naturally come to give us some protection. Practice this particularly when you're nervous. Be really clear about putting your arms down by your side, whether you're sitting or whether you're standing. That open posture makes all the difference because it demonstrates that you are receptive. And that's what you're wanting to share with whoever you're communicating with so that they can see that you are confident. Remember here that what we're doing is building up this belief in others. We want others' perception of us to be that we really are confident in the moment. So that's three. The fourth one is a technique that's called mirroring. It's called mirroring. And this is, research has demonstrated that if what you're doing in a subtle way, so in a subtle and respectful way, is mirroring the behaviors of other people, then you move into a space where people think, oh, you must like me. Oh, we've got similar mannerisms here. We're sitting in the same way. We're speaking in the same way. So that posture, those gestures, the facial expressions, and the speech patterns are all things that you can do, and that builds that feeling of, oh, I like you. I understand you, and isn't this awesome? So we build that connection. The key here is to be really subtle. It's being subtle, it's being respectful. That is absolutely the key, because otherwise you're taking the mickey out of people. Otherwise, it could be perceived that you are being disrespectful, that you're giving them cheek. So, if someone else is sitting with their arms behind their head, think about doing the same thing yourself. If someone is leaning forward, lean forward to them. If someone is going, a lot and thinking about it, do that back. If someone talks about, oh, I'm so excited about this, it's just awesome, then using similar kind of language is really going to build that connection. And we want to be around people that are like us. And so quite naturally we'll shift towards that. The fifth and final one that we're going to look at today is this: having a genuine smile. Having a genuine smile. That means that you're open, you're friendly, you're warm. It's, yeah, what am I trying to say? The critical thing here is that it actually is genuine. Now, there's a difference between a smile that goes and one that covers your whole face and includes your eyes as well. I hope that you can see the difference between those two. A genuine smile includes not only your mouth, but also your eyes. Now, I don't know about you, but what I find is that people respond to that. And because they're responding to it, your confidence will go up. Your confidence will grow because people are responding to that warmth that they see coming from you. What I love about it, anytime you smile, is that it helps to reduce your stress. Now, where's the ideal place to practice this? What you've got to be careful here is that people don't think that you're being a bit creepy because you're doing some of these things or practicing some of these things. I love to smile at people when I'm out for my morning walk. Now, because um, I'm also quite talkative, I'm more likely to be saying good morning and giving them a great big smile, or good evening, or whatever it might be, depending on the time of day, obviously. So make sure that what you're doing is practicing this. Smile at people that you don't know and see what the impact is. And that way, you're going to experience the real power of something like a genuine smile. Now, I've given you these five simple techniques that you can use so that you begin to appear, or you appear more confidently than perhaps you would if you didn't do these 5 things. You've got this information now. The next step is for you to decide that you are deliberately going to apply them. So if you can decide that you are going to deliberately apply them, what will happen is that your confidence will grow, it will improve. And the more often you use them, the better it will be, the greater your confidence will be. So the first one, just to recap, the first one is the power stance, standing tall, shoulders back, chest out, hands on hips, legs apart, breathing in and out and in and out. Okay? The second one is maintaining that eye contact, not staring, but looking at people. The third one is that open posture. That open posture so that your body is open. You're ready to be engaging. You're ready to consider whatever might be coming up. You're open to that engagement. The fourth one is mirroring, respectfully and subtly, the posture, the gestures, the facial expressions, and some of that common language. And finally, that big smile, that big, genuine smile. Demonstrate your confidence by using these 5 techniques. Let me know how you go. I'll be excited to hear about it. So thank you to those people who've watched. Hey, if you've got a question or you're watching the replay, #replay would be wonderful. If you've got a question or if you've got a comment, please reach out. I'm happy to share with you much more about the things that I do, the things that I work with my clients on, and how I can help you to overcome things like your imposter syndrome, your lack of confidence about difficult conversations, or your this crazy overwhelm that you've got, by developing your leadership intelligence. Reach out. If not, see you here again next week, Tuesday, 1 p.m. Australian Eastern Standard Time.